All right, yes, it is indeed that time of the week where we look at our property of the week. And of course, we do that with the team of property brokers. Once again, this week we're joined by David McGuire, and we have a premium address and a premium investment in the Hamilton or Waikato area, I should say, probably more accurately. David, good to see you again. How are you?
G'day, Dom. Yeah, great. How are yourself?
I'm not too bad, not too bad. How's lockdown treating you?
Well, it's certainly been interesting. It slows down the ability to get out and see people, but certainly not the ability to get on the phone and email and, look after our customers as best we can in this situation.
Tell us about this premium address, premium investments that you've billed it as here on the Property Brokers website. Tell us all about it.
It's a pretty interesting property in that it's 32 hectares right on the edge of Matangi. And Matangi is located between Cambridge and Hamilton, so it really is in that lifestyle sort of block zone. However, 32 hectares is indeed a farm, and it's got all kinds of potential. Horotiu Sandy Loam soils, so probably the Waikato's most premium soil type, in my opinion. Good for everything: berries grown around the area, kiwifruit, plenty of those around on that same soil. Look, this is going to suit onions, potatoes, any sort of vegetables you want to grow on it. So it is a high value soil in that respect. But there's probably the other interesting aspect to this is subdivision potential down the track. It's currently rural A1, so nothing today. But in the future, you can see this being put into houses eventually. So for that land bank kind of option, pretty good deal.
Yeah, there's already a couple of properties on the land at the moment.
Yeah, 2 houses already. So they're both rented out. And currently the property is earning about $110,000 in total rent. It's leased out. So if you want to buy it as a land bank situation and just continue the lease, the guys that are there are happy to continue on. So, it can wash its face.
For sure. Tell me about the, you've mentioned the potential of it. What are some of the things that it's already got in place in terms of infrastructure at the moment that people can, factor into any potential buying decision?
Sure. Well, apart from the 2 houses, which are both 3 bedrooms, there's a fairly reasonable workshop / implement shed. Quite a yard there for operating out of. Many businesses could operate off that particular location. The property's a long, sort of a narrow property. It runs down a little over 1 kilometre to the back, paddock either side of a central raceway, decent shelter belt planted right down through the middle. So it's already sort of set up, 3/4 of the way there. Just put the trees in and away you go. There's 2 bores, one a 6-inch and one a 4-inch. It was irrigated in the past, so it did have an orchard there, which was irrigated, and had the resource consent, which has lapsed. It's up to the buyer to try and get that reinstated if they want to go down that road, but it's certainly a viable option. Yeah.
What did you say? Look, it's got a heck of a lot of potential. There's no doubt about it. Quite a unique sort of a property. What sort of interest have people shown in it so far, David?
Look, there has been a lot of interest. I'm not going to lie. I've had heaps of people there, inquiring. Of course, with lockdown, we haven't been able to get across the property as much as I would have liked. So it's just been, via email, sending the stuff out. Alan Coatman, the other listing agent, he's New Zealand's #1 commercial agent for property brokers. And he sent that out to his database and had a huge response to that. So the developers are turning up. Not only the developers, but my inbox has been filled with the guys looking for that rural aspect to it. So horticulture, certainly a lot of interest.
Yeah, for sure. Look, that lifestyle market is just growing exponentially, isn't it, at the moment?
Oh, it's huge, and in that area, there's a massive amount of demand. I think the lockdown actually helps the demand for people wanting to get out of town, and that certainly pushes that market along. We saw that last lockdown anyway.
Yeah, I think that's certainly going to be repeated again, because that certainly, as you say, was a trend that we saw last lockdown. For more info, David, where can people go?
Look, they can ring me, 0274 722 572, or they can ring Alan, 021 874 222. And they can jump on my website, davidmcguire.co.nz, or property brokers, pb.co.nz.
Wonderful. Matangi, it's a premium address, premium investment. Go and check it out online now. David, lovely to chat. Thank you.
Good to see you again, Dom. Cheers, mate.